Alright, this video is meant to help you learn how to match third declension nouns with first and second declension adjectives. It can be a little tricky because the endings don't always look the same. You can notice on the first page here I had all the endings for first through third declension. We have first declension, second declension, second neuter, third, and third neuter. We're going to be coming back to this page to reference the endings as we go through the example. So we go to the example page, and you'll notice I have three nouns here. They're dictionary entries, and then I have an adjective over here. So we're going to be pairing the word parvus with the three words laus, laudus, miles, militus, and corpus, corporis. The meanings aren't necessarily important, but to see how they match together is what we're really working for. So you notice the first word, laus laudus. How do you tell what declension this word is? Well, if you look at the dictionary entry, laus laudus, you always get the nominative and the genitive as the first two words of the dictionary entry. And if you notice, which one of these declensions do we have a blank, and then in the genitive we have is. That's really the important thing, is the genitive. So you notice we have the genitive is's right there in third declension, and it could be third or third neuter, but if you notice in the dictionary entry it does say f, so that would ensue that this word is feminine. So now we need to figure out what case this word is. You notice laude ends in an e, and you can notice here on the chart that the e is in the ablative case. So we're going to be looking for the ablative, feminine, singular word for parvus And the adjective can only use these endings. Cannot use third declension endings, just first, second, and second neuter. So first declension is going to be the feminine endings, and we need the ablative singular, which is that a there. So our answer is going to be parva with a accent mark over it. And you notice up here at the example, this a, if you draw a line all the way over, actually matches the e of the laude ending. Number two, laudes, you'll notice it's the same word, and we're looking at the ace endings, which are right here and right here, nominative or accusative, so it could be either. And we're going to need the ending for the feminine adjective, which could be either one of those. So a correct answer could be one of two different, and we can just use one of them. Parvi would be a acceptable answer. Laudes parvi. Let's take a look at number three, miles militus, and this example is militibus. And let's take a look at our declension endings and see where the ibis ending. You notice ibis is what we're looking for, and it's a masculine noun. And you notice that third declension right here has the ibis endings, and so it could be ablative or dative, ablative or dative endings. And we're going to need the endings in the masculine, which are going to be here. Okay, don't forget it's feminine, masculine, neuter. So the masculine endings are is, so the ending that we would be looking for is parvis. And actually it doesn't matter whether or not it's ablative or dative for this exercise, because it's actually the same ending. Okay. Now militem, we'll take a look at the example again, and you can see that the M in third declension is up here, and if you kind of dot your way over to the masculine column, that would be so the ending is what matches that, parvum, and those now go together, militem parvum. Then you look at the word corporis. Now this one's a little bit tricky because the word corpus corporis. And you'll notice it says N, that's neuter. So this noun is neuter. And you'll notice also that the genitive ends in IS. So this is a third declension noun, and it's neuter because the dictionary entry told me so. Again, if you look at the dictionary entry, it says neuter, and for neuter, so we're going to be using this right-hand column here for third neuter. And we're looking for the ending for corpus, which is corporis. So where's the is ending going to be in third declension? You'll see that it's here in the genitive. So now we need to find the neuter ending for the same case and number, which is E, the letter I. So the correct answer for this one would be parvi. And now those match, corporis, parvi. Notice again, they do not look alike, but they do in fact match. Now the last one, this is a little bit tricky because the US ending on here looks kind of like, in fact looks exactly like the second declension nominative ending right there, but that is not the right answer. Alright, and the reason why that's the case, if you look at the dictionary entry again, this is a third declension noun because the genitive ends in IS. And if you look at our chart here, the third declension endings are right there. So it has to go in those endings. It cannot use any other endings. So where does a US appear in this declension? Well, you notice it actually doesn't. So it has to be this blank, this asterisk. Could be either one of those. So it could be nominative or accusative. Again, remember it's neuter. So now we're looking at the neuter column, which is right here. And we're looking, for, again, for the nominative or accusative, just like corpus. So the UM is what is going to match. So it's going to be corpus parvum. And again, it doesn't matter if it's nominative or accusative for the sake of this exercise because they're actually identical. In the reading it would, but for this instance it does not. So corpus parvum match. Again, they do not look alike, but they do in fact match in case, number, and gender, which are the only three things that matter. They do not need to match in declension. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. We'll maybe put some more exercises up here soon. Thanks.